So Doomben's got to be. So what's going to happen with Doomben? I mean, it's going to be brutal.
Well, that's the concern at the moment, because they've had this unseasonal wet spell where it has just remained damp for it seems like 6 weeks, and Doomben a lot of that time probably did race twice a week still, and you know, obviously that was their decision they made with Eagle Farm closed. There was a lot of Wednesday meetings still run at Doomben, but it's you know, it's not sustainable. I mean, the Gold Coast can race once 52 weeks of the year and remains fine. You know, at different times of the year it's not as perfect condition, but it copes. Sunshine Coast can race, you know, 52 weeks of the year, as can Toowoomba. They've just got to start shuffling things around. So
there's metropolitan. I mean, you've got to race in your metropolitan area. That's your issue. You've got one track that can't get up and going, and then you've got the other. By the time it does, the second track's going to be routed.
Correct. So they still have Saturdays at Doomben and have the Wednesdays just never at Doomben, or perhaps once a month the Doomben is on the Wednesday. They can shove the rail out and have, you know, put up with smaller fields, but the Saturday meeting becomes the Sunshine Coast Toowoomba.
I mean, you've been a track walker now, Potts. You'd know the turf and everything like this. And I mean, I've noticed even Ballarat, and Ballarat's been getting hammered. I know they've got the 2 tracks, but you just notice, you know, they're getting away from the fence all the time. And
to a point,
you know,
and it depends what, you know, the amount of rain and stuff like that and the track condition it's in. But to a point, racing on them regularly actually helps them. But there's a tipping point where they need a rest. You know what I mean? So you've really got to find the balance between that. They absolutely, once they get to that tipping point, if you don't give them a rest, they'll just completely deteriorate. You know, they need to recover, and you know, they might need to be renovated and stripped right back, or whatever they need to do. But
that's what's going to happen. That's what I say it's going to happen up there. They're going to have to tear up, either renovate or tear up Doomben, and they're going to race all the time at Eagle Farm. And,
it's probably Doomben's probably raced. I mean, I don't even know because I haven't watched the racing, but I'm assuming it's raced reasonably well, because the racing actually helps it. But at a point, it'll come a point where it'll stop recovering, and they'll be in all sorts of trouble if they haven't got another option.
The real frustration's been that if it's got very wet, then it's just become a strong leader bias. And from a punting point of view, well, you adjust to that. That's not the end of the world for us. But if you own a horse or whatever and it's a back marker, all of a sudden, you know, you're shot. So for the good of everyone, you don't really want too many heavily biased tracks. So it's a very frustrating time for everyone up there, all concerned.
Anything for the punters, mate? You got one?
Horse to follow?
Yeah, have you
really?
No, on the weekends or?
No, I haven't.
No.
I'm not tied anything.
No, you haven't.
No, it's just because it's because.
So what about betting up there? So so you're saying leaders this? Leaderish?
Well, this is going to be a fine week, so it's going to just depend now where the rail is and all that. You just have to. It could be that you could be able to run on the rail, you know, most likely.
No.
I don't want to preempt anything really.
Have you got one, DK?
Me, horse to follow. Have I got a horse to follow? Any big? Oh, that thing is something. No, not. But there's lots of nice horses again being produced at the moment. I mean, Archie Alexander produced a first starter yesterday called Patrol. It's gone like a Learjet.
Didn't it?
So so just keep an eye out for these horses. That just
that maiden at Ballarat yesterday. No, sorry, it wasn't a maiden. It was a 64. But that form will come out of that for sure. The one that Mr. Storm won. Oh
yeah, that's just all great form. It's all.
It's a weird horse that come from Terang, I think, ran a really good race.
Allspice. There was Allspice. So there's a horse. So Allspice. I wait. Third up, Ararat. I said, look, today's the day. And it went absolutely horrible. I backed it each way. It went. Just sat in the 1-1 and went backwards. Then it turns up at Terang with Blinker's first time, and I sort of went drunk. I think it was a Monday or Tuesday. Blinker's first time, and what do I do with you? You know, 1 by 5.
Yeah.
And then it's gone and run super again yesterday.
In that good run.
Bloody weird in the first Blinkers, I tell you. So bloody hell.
Yeah. No,
you should have seen the horse. You go and watch replay of Ararat and the replay Terang, and they were just 2 different horses. And they hadn't done anything in the past. No. Just been one pace, just building up, trying to get to 1,400 to win a maiden. Then he throws the shades on it, and it's a midweek, possibly a Saturday winner now.
Yeah.
I did spot something last week, DK, that caught my eye. Just that Danny O'Brien's been struggling a bit. Last Wednesday at Sandown, he only had 2 runners. They were both first up, and they both won.
That rings a bell, was it?
That rings a bell, and Winkleman.
Yeah.
So to win first up with both those horses, that's an interesting sign for that stable.
They're fit, yeah, that's right. Yeah, that's how fit was a good win. That rings a bell, wasn't it?
Yeah, very good win.
Very interesting. Yeah, no, that's got that. No, that he's got the horses fit. They were both over. Wasn't Winkleman at 14 or 1,500?
Yeah.
Yeah, so
Yeah,
he's fit enough to win first up over.
Yeah.
He's not normally a trainer that's been
that's
known
right.
for that.
Yeah.
You know.
So it was a bit.
And I'll just be wary of Henry Dwyer. He's not, like I say, with super hard. I think there might have been some lessons there. You know, that those 2 trials. You know, that even though it looks like he's a 1,000-metre horse ready to go first up, just obviously judging by the market, the way he laid in a bit, the way he didn't have his, I just think there's lessons that he's not he's Robert's Merton understudy. Not in the in the training sense. He modelled his training, and Robert's always been a 3rd up, 4th up trainer. Yeah. You know, so just be wary of those sort of things when you. Yeah, their training patterns. They generally stick to their patterns. These blokes. You know?
One of our favourite men, G Beg, DK, he's taking over the training of Galaxy Raider.
Right.
And it will be 3rd up next run. G Beg, Trace Dame, a nice horse, Husky there on Saturday.
Yeah,
and,
yeah.
You know, I think
too far back again, did it?
if you're ever
it's ever going to get a good win, it'll be on it next start.
it's the last chance for that horse.
Yeah.
But I think you'll place it well and
use the right jocks.
yeah, it's just a matter of whether it'll go past the leader. Anyway.
Yeah. Noel Callow.
Yeah, Callo's
back in town.
Just firing.
He's just came back at the peak of his powers, which is great. You see him on a horse you like, you just want to back it.
Yeah.
Same with Jay Mott and these blokes. They're just at the peak of their powers. These blokes.
He rode one eye back during the week. It was just brilliant. Like it was an inside draw, and he just owned the race. I can't even remember who it was, but
so confident, such a confident rider.
Yeah. When he's concentrating, he's more on the job. There's no one better. No. Really. He's just.
And he's off the drink. He hasn't had a drink for a long time, so that's probably one of the reasons he's full bore into it. But it's interesting that he came back.
Oh, Husky's awesome. I'm thinking of it actually. He rode Husky.
Husky.
Just net standing bright.
Like, just never ever going to get beat.
No.
Anyway, what's on for the rest of the week? You got on Howard?
Ballina tomorrow, and I'll have a look at Townsville just as well in case. Ipswich Wednesday. There's somewhere Thursday, and every other day after that. So when I get home tonight, I'll start getting stuck into Ballina. That's what I'll be doing. Set the alarm early in the morning and give it a second glance. I like to, that first, definitely that first bit of form before you put your head on the pillow. Some things just start to resonate, I find, with me.
You lie there at night like me, picturing the race unfold.
And then you wake up.
Rock yourself to sleep.
And then in the morning, if it's still, there was one yesterday. We've been in one race yesterday, and it's like, gee, these 2 horses are going to get a good run on the pace. So, just as I'm nodding off, just as Rod Quantock comes in and puts me to sleep, and I thought, we'll be on these, I reckon. Anyway, in the morning, 6 to 4 and 10's okay. We're on them. Yeah, this makes a lot of sense. Let's bet. So we did. The Sunday Pots earlier, I said they just map 1, 2, rails out 12. This will just be lovely, and it's Jeff Lloyd and Jimmy Byrne, if you don't mind. Jimmy Byrne, he's a late scratching. We'll get Damien Brown on. Yeah, good as gold. It's all good. Anyway, 6 to 4 to 9 to 10 racing. Oh, he's supposed to start 2 weeks. I said, here we go. How long is this go?
Where's the other one?
And the other one, yeah, exactly. Where's the other one? Oh, he's 4th inside. Okay, we live in hope.
This is a horror show today. This is a horror show.
We live in hope.
I watch these races like this.
Anyway, D Brown, if you're watching this show, thank you very much. I just went through and home he went.
Home he went too good.
And the one that missed the kick missed the place, of course. Yeah. But it was a total forgive.
And talking about gun horses from inside draws. Big shout out to our man Michael Thomas. Well done, mate. That horse
Happy Clapper.
Happy Clapper.
It's a wonderful horse he is.
It's an amazing story. That whole thing. How
he sold the mare and bought her back.
Sold the mare, and then bought her back
with him at foot or something.
A Darley dispersal sale with Happy Infolder, Happy Clapper.
Happy Clapper. Yeah.
So good on you, MT.
Yeah, he'd be loving that.
And I talked to him on Monday, and I said after the barrier draw, it's perfect. He's got the experience to handle Gate 1 and. Ramwick's been racing better on the inside.
The horse or the job?
Both. For some horses, Gate 1 would have been a death sentence in that race, but it wasn't for him.
Yeah.
It just wasn't going to be. And he's such an experienced, good horse that he took up a lot of room in the race.
Yeah.
And it meant that shit had options,
He's run some. Didn't I say he ran a record or something?
Oh, it's 133 something.
Something ridiculous. Like he's just broken them. There'll be a lot of good runs behind him. They just run to their absolute peaks.
Just shows the value of chasing a horse like Winks at the start prior, up 100 metres, third up 100 metres. Just all. I can't believe he didn't start favourite. I mean, I didn't do form for the race. So I don't know. Like maybe
Kementari was so well answered, I suppose. But
anyway, it was
great on you, team. I mean, one of the great racing men got a good result. Same with all the Lavendi guys. It was some great results. The trapeze artist was just enormous.
Yeah,
he's gone. I just saw Dan O'Sullivan's tweets that he's just gone some sensational figure. So he's just into elite territory. That horse.
Yeah, he's done it twice now. Like I had a real crack at him when he came down here for the big race, and he just didn't didn't work out for him. Didn't handle the straight. Didn't work out, you know. But both the Golden Rays and that race on Saturday, he's shown, you know, when it all falls into place for him, he's got big numbers in him.
And he's just, I mean, you can't knock Red's all these two stronger 1400 metre types who've all running down Redkirk and Adolphs. I mean, they're about to pull out massive runs to beat him.
Definitely.
You know, so
he's the benchmark.
He's the benchmark, yeah.
So for my punters, it's really, we've got a good run coming up with a lot of Sandown Lakeside meetings and Caulfield meetings. So
that's Black Shorts view, nearly Potsy.
That's it. That's perfect. And what about you, DK? What's coming up in the...
Same as what do we got? Seymour tomorrow, somewhere Wednesday, somewhere Thursday.
Yeah.
Generally Friday and Saturdays more. The weekends seem to be more my better time. I like doing my sort of post-race work early in the week.
Yep.
A bit more scout. If I like something, like if there's been something today with Callow or with Mod on it, I've got it back, but there's not, you know, so don't worry. That look tomorrow looks pretty skinny, so get some post-race done, get my videos all up to date, and try and get on the front foot a little later in the week, you know.
Well, that's the key to it. It's a discipline of just keeping that data up to date.
You've got to do it. You've got to do it.
You can't just say I'm not having a bet today, so I have the complete day off. It's like, well, no, I'll get a few videos here and take my time. Good.
Yeah.
Hopefully.
Yeah.
That's where and just watch the races, because you'll still learn something even if we're just watching stage races. You know, those interviews, as you say, it's some
those interviews,
come out of them.
Yeah, you pick up some really good little nuggets off those interviews, off those good trainers.
Yeah.
I've had some private chats with DK about this sort of thing over lunch, and this is what gets DK the most excited. When he's doing the post race on a quiet little Monday or whatever, and he spots a little hidden one there somewhere, and he thinks, "Oh, you'll keep for a rainy day."
Special. And one to get me going again. You know, that 6 weeks sort of scrub, and then one of those, he turned up $17 or something, and I was, do I back it at 9 AM or don't I? And show my hand, no I won't, but I said this horse will not run shorter than 10 to 1, and he didn't. So and you bet late on Betfair, no one knows what you're doing, you know, and home he went, you know, and he's really got me going again, but one like that where he did it twice. Oh, there you are, there you are again, okay, down in class next start, up in distance, and got there for me, so it's always nice, you know, and then they
having a little bit of information that you think's got a real currency that might not be, it might slip under the radar.
Slip under the radar, that's for sure.
All right, punters, that's 3 parts. Hope you enjoyed it. Thanks for joining us, Howard.
Pleasure, Darren. Good to be here.
Good to see you again, Chicken.
Mate.
Go Donald Trump. Stormy Daniels.
I follow Stormy Daniels. I never thought I'd follow a porno star on Twitter, but I'm definitely in her camp. They're making his life a misery.